Good afternoon, MHS. Please stand and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated for a moment of silence. Happy Tuesday, Artesians. I'm Braxton Dilly.
And I'm Levi Suter, and here are today's announcements. To the members of the class of 2022 that have essays to write for college applications, as well as for the upcoming scholarship application season, mark your calendars for the evening of Wednesday, October 20th, when the SSC will be hosting a help session, as well as sharing a presentation on writing strategies for the effective application essay.
Attention Spanish students, if you're interested in joining the Spanish Club, our first meeting will be Friday in the Auditorium A during Artie Hour. You must join our Google Classroom page first, so that can help you get on the roster for our meeting. Our Google Classroom code is XPBYYEH. The Spanish Club is open to anyone who has taken Spanish now or has signed up for Spanish next trimester. It also is open to any student who took Spanish last year or even the year before. Again, the classroom code is XPBYYEH.
The boys soccer team won their opening match of sectionals last night over Terre Haute North 2-1. Landon Heath scored the first goal, and Ethan Hainline hit the game winner on a free kick with about 15 minutes left in the game. The boys play Bloomington North tonight at 5:30 in the second round of sectional at Terre Haute North.
The Dungeons & Dragons Club is having their first meeting this Friday in room 233 during Artie period to figure out how they want to run the club.
Student Athletic Leadership Team will be meeting in Auditorium B on Thursday, October 7th during Artie period. Please get there as soon as possible so we can utilize the entire period.
Students, stop by the athletic office and get your free tickets to the volleyball sectionals while they last.
Help make posters for the Fall Foliage Festival. Come to room 123 during Artie period any day this week to help. No art skills required, and you will earn community service hours.
Riley Dance Marathon presents Stop the Bop. Help us raise $150 in 1 week to help stop the bop. Find a teacher in the hallway with a red bucket to help make your donations. All proceeds will benefit Riley Hospital for Children.
MHS Dance Marathon presents Kona Ice. They will be located by the patio during lunch periods on Friday, October 8th. Bring your own money and help us raise money for Riley Hospital for Children.
Attention all students and teachers. Fellowship of Christian Athletes will start back up Wednesday. They will be meeting at 7:10 in the morning in the SSC each first and third Wednesday. There will be donuts and drinks along with a shirt devotional. No athletic ability is required. Everyone is welcome to join them. For more information, see Mr. Craigie or Mr. McKinney.
Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday.
Birthdays today are Trent Atherton and Lamarian Pearson.
Now we have Mr. Bowen with us today. Mr. Bowen, could you tell us the sports for tonight?
Absolutely. Good afternoon, everyone. You heard that the boys won their first game of the sectionals, so they'll be in action tonight. Girls are in their first game in the sectional action at Bloomington North this evening, and we also have volleyball at Mooresville in a great county rival matchup. So we have a number of activities going on, and you can get out and support our Artesians. And speaking of support, I want to thank everybody for what we've done over the last week or so. We have our Childhood Cancer Week that was promoted by our Student Council and our FACTS program with Mrs. Casey and Mrs. Cheatham. I want to tell you, you did an unbelievable job with that. As many of you know, our upperclassmen knew Gunnar Burnham real well. And Gunnar had DIPG, and he was, for many of us, me personally, a hero, somebody who was an example of how to handle a tough situation and keep persevering. And he was amazing going through one of the most devastating illnesses that any young person could go through. And watching what he did and how he handled it, never complaining, was really moving to me. It was inspirational to me, and I know that his classmates in the senior class feel the same way, having witnessed it personally. So that whole week when we were doing the Childhood Cancer Awareness Week, I was really proud of the students who chipped in, pitched in and tried to promote that cause, because it is a devastating illness. All the childhood cancer illnesses are devastating to families, but out of that comes great inspiration. So we want to tout Gunner there. If you remember, whenever I was at Wooden, we would end our announcements with "Enjoy the ride." Our staff here at the high school doesn't know that story like they did whenever Gunner left us back in 8th grade. So I'll recap that story here real quick, if it's all right with our student body and our staff, because I would like for you to understand the meaning of it whenever you might hear me mention it, or maybe one of our announcers might mention this. Back whenever Gunner was going through his treatments, he would go to Cincinnati for his treatments, and his mother relayed a story to me one evening about Gunner wanting to get on the backhoe, the bulldozer, and he always loved doing that. And on this particular day, his dad had taken him to the hospital, and his mom, Jennifer, had gotten to the hospital, and Gunner was excited to tell her about having the opportunity to have ridden on the backhoe again. And she was, as a mama bear, she was a little worried and asked him, how in the world would you get down? You know, why did you do that? That type of thought. And Gunner asked her why she was being so negative. And she said, well, I just don't want you to be hurt. And he said, Mom, if I would have been worried about how I was going to get down, I would never have enjoyed the ride. Well, I think that is a moving, inspirational saying for all of us. If we're so worried about all the negative things in life, we can't enjoy the moment. We can't enjoy the ride. And that's why I would always end the announcements at Wooden with "Enjoy the ride." So I've thought that maybe I'll start ending my segment anytime I'm on here with, hey, enjoy the ride. So I'll throw it back to you guys so we can enjoy the ride today and see what you guys have going for the rest of the announcements.
Thank you, Mr. Bowen, for that very touching message.
That's it for today's announcements. For Braxton Dilly and the rest of the RTV2 class, I'm Levi Suter.
Thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day. And remember, Artesians, enjoy the ride.